Hello, my faithful YouTubers. This is Jer Bear speaking. Today is Sunday, May 31st, 2020, the final Sunday in May. Joining me off camera this week, Dad and Amy.
Hello.
What a week it's been. What an awful week. And that's going to be something that I'm going to talk about. We're going to hear Dad's side of the story because, you know, Dad's going to have an opinion. He always has an opinion about everything I talk about, which is fine. He's welcome to it. And Amy, she doesn't really chime in a whole lot on opinions, but maybe we'll get something out of her this week. Who knows? So, right away, the big news currently, on top of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is still ongoing as far as I know anyway, but the recent being the death of George Floyd, a black man in Minneapolis who was murdered by a police officer, well, now an ex-police officer. His name is Derek Chauvin. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. Really doesn't matter. But that's the big news of the week, or at least now. And yeah, I'm going to give my opinion on that, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So first off, to preface what I'm about to say, and I actually had someone stop speaking to me after I disagreed with her on a point that she made that all cops are bad. All cops are not bad. And that statement saying that all cops are bad is factually inaccurate, because not all cops are bad. There's a lot of nice cops out there. There's a lot of asshole cops, and this guy who killed that man who he had pinned down to the ground with his knee on the back of his neck, that cop is an asshole cop. He deserves far more than prison time, in my opinion. And all those other cops should also be charged with the crime because they were accessories to the crime. They should all be charged. Riots have broken out across this country. We've had riots in Detroit. There have been riots in Minneapolis. There's riots in Atlanta, Georgia. There's riots in Louisville, Kentucky. There are riots everywhere, even in London, England. I read an article that there was even a riot situation in London.
Protesting in Saginaw.
Oh, now they're protesting in Saginaw. Oh boy, that's
Name's even involved in Saginaw.
Tittabawassee Road.
out on Tittabawassee Road. Well, that's not. Well, that's the township. That'd be like.
They're still picketing for it.
But that's not technically. I mean, it's
No.
the outskirts of Saginaw, but it's not Saginaw City. It's the township, but it's close enough to Saginaw. And you said Chesaning was getting involved on that.
They're going to Saginaw. Why?
We're holding up signs and everything.
Why?
This is big business. I'm not a cop hater. I don't hate police. Yeah, anytime I've needed the police, they've never been there for my benefit, but I don't hate the police. Because there's a lot of good cops and there's a lot of bad cops, and I'm not going to give a black eye to every police force in this country. No, the police force, because I'm not going to let for one bad cop or a few bad cops to, you know, I'm not going to allow for them to make me feel as if every police department across this country is bad. I'm not going to give every precinct a black eye. Those cops, which is why now you see people filming the police more and more every day, and I'm considering getting in on that action as well in Chesaning. So Chesaning police, be on alert, because I'm going to be filming you if I see you. It's cops like that. They're the reasons why the police are being watched all the time. They're being filmed. And again, not all cops are bad, and I'm not going to say that all police officers are bad people.
A lot of decent ones out there.
But racism, embarrassingly astounding as it is, in America, in 2020, racism is still alive and well. Why? I don't understand it. Now, regardless of what the crime was or the reason why the cop held Mr. Floyd to the ground, now I think is irrelevant, because you killed someone who says, I can't breathe.
It was because of his poison shock.
If someone's telling you, I can't breathe, what the fuck do you do? You're a cop. The job of police, and it's written in their policy, the job of a cop is to make sure that they have the proper de-escalation skills while being on the job. That's written in your instruction. Now, this cop, this Derek, whatever his name was, his de-escalation skills should have been far superior than they were that day. And Mr. Floyd should still be alive. And that family should not have to grieve because a cop, who was a white cop, by the way, decided that he wanted to do something stupid and kill someone that he had. By the way, he wasn't in cuffs. I don't know if Mr. Floyd was in cuffs.
I don't know, but the mother,
I don't know if he was.
the mother cop should have pushed him out.
Whether he was or he wasn't, again, irrelevant. That cop had no business putting his knee into the back of Mr. Floyd's neck.
Exactly.
And he says, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Then get your fucking knee off of him. That's what you should have done. But too little, too late. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I don't want to sound like a Monday morning quarterback and, well, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Because it's too late. It doesn't matter now. Mr. Floyd is gone. His family is grieving. And I hope they sue the living fuck out of the Minneapolis Police Department. I hope you sue them for every fucking dime you can get your hands on. Because what they did to Mr. Floyd was an injustice. And now I'm starting to understand why police precincts are catching on fire and riots are breaking out. It's no different from the 1992 riots with, you know who I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about the 68 riots. I'm talking about the 92 riots. I remember, you know, I just can't remember the name. Here's where Google comes into play, guys. You guys probably already know what I'm talking about, and you're shouting the name at the screen as I'm looking this up. So it's okay. You can shout at the screen. 1992 LA riots. That's what it was. And it was over, what was his name? I know what I'm talking about. Rodney King. Rodney King, that's who it was. Rodney King. See, I heard you guys shouting at me. Rodney King, you stupid fuck. Okay, 1968 riots. And that was following the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. That's what those riots were from. So, it's okay. You don't have to call me a stupid fuck anymore, although at that moment in time I was a stupid fuck and I didn't know right. But Rodney King was, that's what those riots were about back in 92. You know, sometimes, and Martin Luther King said it best, you know, riots are the voice of the unheard. And this is what's happening. People are being sick and tired of being silenced and not listened to and being heard. So now they're going to take matters into their own hands. You know, I don't promote violence. I don't think that violence is the way to solve every problem. But in this situation, people are getting sick and tired of being ignored. And now, when you stretch that rubber band so far, eventually it's going to snap. And that's what's happened.
They're letting the ones go. They're slapping them on the wrist or on the hand saying, you shouldn't have done that. And letting them off scot-free.
And to all the good cops who may potentially be watching this video, I'm not shaming you. Because if you are an honest cop, you're a public servant, you are upholding your oath to the Constitution of this country, and you are honoring and respecting our rights as citizens, hats off to you. You're doing a good job. But for the cops who are violating our rights and trampling on our rights and doing shit like killing innocent, unarmed people, go fuck yourself. You deserve to be in prison.
They wear a badge and show you a gun, and they think they're above the law.
Yeah. So, not all cops are bad, and I'm not going to agree with that statement. I disagree wholeheartedly. Not all cops are bad, and someone last week got pissed off at me, a person who I thought was my friend. She got her panties in a twist because, oh, well, all cops are bad. And, well, I disagree with you. I disagree with you. And I will continue to disagree with you. And you can either grow up or stay mad. Not my fucking problem. Because all cops are not bad. But anyway, so that's like the major news of, you know, the national news. And riots are breaking out all over America. And it's sad that it has to come down to this, but I understand it. He wants in. It's sad that it comes down to this, but I understand the reasoning behind it. Sometimes you got to make huge imprints, or you got to make noise to be heard. And sadly, this is the route and the avenue that people have chosen, and people are getting tired. You know?
Making it bad for everyone. With the coronavirus going on, everybody's not thinking either because...
Well, that's a separate issue. The COVID-19 situation, everybody's... You know, we've all been cooped up at home. I guess wouldn't say cooped up at home, because I was out yesterday. Dad and I took off. We went up to my cousin's house, and it was a great time. We had dinner, and I hung out with my little cousins for a while, and it was a great day. Had fun. But the COVID situation, what I'm going to assume what he's getting at is that people are being told to stay home. It's driving people crazy. Depression's on the rise. It's at an all-time high, I think. Now, I could be wrong, but I will definitely check my sources. At least it feels like it's on an all-time high, or at an all-time high.
Yeah, my psychiatric doctor told me that there's no beds because of the fact that they got to have one patient in every room. They don't have two anymore.
And, you know, social media, as far as I can tell, only exacerbates the depression in this country, because you have people out there who feel like they're not good enough for, you know, like Dad and I were having this discussion yesterday. I feel like my best is never good enough, no matter what the fuck I do. And yeah, it hurts after a while when you give your all to everybody, or at least try to give your best, or what's deep inside your heart, you try to give that to everybody, and it's not good enough.
So it makes people's lives a little better. But
Just because I'm not special person X, Mr. Popularity, Mr. Ego Stroke, Mr. Kiss My Ass. Well, I don't expect my friends to stroke my ego or kiss my ass, but I would like to at least have some appreciation for what I do. For what I'm able to do, how I'm able to help, how I'm able to give back and contribute. I would like a little bit of appreciation from my friends. I don't ask for much, and I really don't even expect it, but once in a while it would be nice. Just to say, hey, you know, we appreciate what you do, but it's very confusing. And we were also talking about this last night too. And I've been talking about this seemingly ad nauseum for weeks. I'm going to talk about him again. And I hope all of his sheep are watching and listening to this very, very closely, because I'm going to tell you things that you may not want to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway. So listen up. Milk Tyson. I've talked about him for weeks now. And this has been ongoing. He admitted on a podcast that he was kicked out of a homeless shelter for sexual harassment. Sexual harassment, that's predatory behavior. You can find this stuff on Facebook, because I have the link. It was in my messenger. It was sent to me in my messenger. He was kicked out of a homeless shelter for sexually harassing somebody, And there's people out there who will defend this maggot and put him on a pedestal just because, oh, well, he sent me money and he got me gifts and he got me that. I don't give a flying fuck what he did for you or what he's doing for anybody else. He's a fucking maggot-ass pig. And you people who are defending him and encouraging him to be the person he is, and, oh, well, he loves a kid. No, he is a sexual predator. Sexually harassing someone is predatory behavior. And I don't know how decent-minded people like you, if you're defending him, or if you're a sheeple, or if you're part of the fam bullshit, the fam facade, he is a disgusting piece of shit. A drug dealer, a sexual predator, someone who extorts money out of people. He uses sick kids to make himself look good, to improve his online image. He even admitted that girls who send him nudes, he makes those girls buy those pictures back if they step out of line. He admitted this. That's evidence. And you're going to deny that because you let money and greed and gifts cloud your judgment? That is fucking petty bullshit. The man is a scumbag. He's not even a man. He's a scum. He's a maggot. He's a leeching-ass, loser-ass motherfucker is what he is. And you people who constantly defend him and make excuses for him, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I've had I don't know how many constant heated discussions with people who are supposed to be my friends, and I tell them, he is a fucking maggot, and you are defending atrocities. I can't deal with this shit anymore. You people need to do some soul searching and find out what the fuck is best for you and your children, because I'm telling you, he is a scum-ass motherfucker. And I'm sick of people like him thinking he's going to take everything over. He is a puddle of shit. He's nothing. And you people just constantly encourage him and his behavior. You ought to be ashamed. And I, for one, am over him. I'm over my friends who put him on a pedestal and treat him like he's God's gift to the universe. He's a maggot motherfucking piece of shit. And that's the end of it. And if you are going to constantly, knowingly defend somebody who's a predator, someone who preys on the weak and the vulnerable and the gullible, you are complicit with potentially illegal behavior, and I'm not going to entertain your little pity party when you don't get what you need, because you are defending a predator, and it needs to stop. It's like these people at the Catholic Church. They defend the Catholic Church. They defend the fact that, well, you know, it's not, the child sex abuse is not happening at my church. Well, how the fuck do you know that? How do you know that? They cover it up very well. Well, this is no different. This is how con artists get inside of your head. They have a back trail, and there's evidence for this. And then, instead of considering the evidence and saying, this guy is a fucking scumbag, you look at it as, oh, but look at all the wonderful things he's doing. He's such a pleasant guy. He's such a this, he's such a that. He's a fucking piece of shit. And I am over my friends, people. I don't care who you are, friends or not friends. I'm sick and tired of people like you defending pieces of shit like him.
He's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That's exactly what he is. Thank you. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yep.
And I have had it. I have had it. I'm fucking over it.
And if you people don't watch out for him, he's going to eat you alive.
And you let him around your kids.
Yeah, that's
How do you knowingly let somebody who was kicked out of a homeless shelter for sexual harassment, that's predatory behavior, how are you going to let someone like that around your babies, around your kids?
take that in mind and think about what was just said.
He openly admitted to this on a podcast, you people. He openly admitted to this. He admitted to extortion, which is, well, girls send me nudes, and if they step out of line, I make them buy them back. You are a fucking maggot. I don't know. I'm. Don't come to me defending him. Do not come to me defending that. Ugh. Just don't. Don't defend him. Don't come to me defending him saying, oh, but he's a wonderful guy. He's a this, he's a that. Fuck him. And fuck you and anybody else who's going to defend that. If that was me doing shit like that, you would make sure that I would be put in jail. Hell, there's people out there who think I should be in jail anyway over a rumor of which there is no evidence, but yet people are so quick to believe something because they're told. There's evidence for this. He admitted it. And you're going to deny it? That makes you a fucking liar. That makes you look dishonest. Rant done. How are you?
I'm good. Not perfect. The truth hurts. Oh well.
I am sick of blood-sucking maggots like that coming along. And because he failed as a recording artist, he's not a fucking recording artist. He never was. If he's a recording artist, I'm a fucking astronaut. Okay? Okay. And then when that failed, he's trying everything. He's doing everything in the book to stay relevant and to try to make himself famous. He's trying to prop himself up by using your sick kids. And you people who are constantly blind to this and defending that kind of bullshit, you ought to be ashamed. You're putting your children in more danger than anything else. And I have always been on your side. As a childhood cancer survivor, I've always been on your side. Always. But you think I'm a bad person. You can think whatever the fuck you want. There's evidence that Milk Tyson is a predator. And you people defend him. And you put him on a pedestal. You know what? You can put a maggot on a pedestal. It's still a maggot. Doesn't matter what. You can put him on a pedestal. You can put a crown on it. A maggot will always be a maggot. And I'm done. I'm done with people who are supposed to be my friends defending people like him. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care about your kids. He cares about himself. Milk Tyson is in it for Milk Tyson. No, it's not money. Well, part of it. But he's in it for himself.
Yep. Wants to look good.
He wants to look good. That's it. And personally,
and I tell you something, he ever comes after my grandkids or goes around?
He won't, Dad, because he targets vulnerable people, which is women, who are looking for help for their very sick children, battling cancer and terminal illness. That's who he goes after. Because he's going to con them. He's going to trick fuck them into thinking that he's this wonderful guy. He's a predator of the worst kind. It's not just sexual harassment, but preying on weak and vulnerable people and women when they're gullible. That's the worst kind of predator. He's a predator in every sense of the word, though, because sexual harassment is predatory behavior, and preying on the weak and vulnerable, using someone else's hardship to grandstand yourself, is also predatory. When I help somebody, there's a reason why when I help people, I don't mention this ever to anybody. Because as one who actually went through childhood cancer and has a firm understanding about what the fuck it is and what's going on, it's more important to me to feel good than it is to look good. I don't care about looking good. Looking good doesn't mean shit to me.
Makes you feel good. That's the whole thing about it.
The people and Milk Tyson and many other activists and advocates who preach integrity and loyalty don't know the first fucking thing about integrity and loyalty. Because if they did, they wouldn't have to run to Facebook and gloat about who they are and what they do. It's absolute absurdity. And I'm sick of people who do this. You don't have to agree, and I don't have to give a fuck. But the truth hurts. That's why nobody wants to agree. I'm over dumbass people. I'm fed up. Mike Tyson is a nobody. He's a loser. Never was, never will be. He is a fucking loser. He is not someone special. He's not changing the world. He's only making himself look good. And my voice is getting crackly because I'm getting worked up. I'm fed up. You people need to wake up and realize what's going on. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say. This thing right here on my jaw, that is an ingrown hair. And it bled and then it dried up, and I'm trying to take care of that. But I get worked up because I'm fed up, and you people need to fucking wake up. It seems like every week I'm getting something in Messenger about Mike Tyson being this horrible person. I know how horrible he is. And I've always said that if you have evidence against him, or if you have evidence that's going to build your case, you need to submit it. The evidence is out there. You can go on it's a Facebook page. It's called Mike Tyson, Childhood Cancer, Celebrity, and Con Artist. I hope I'm getting that right.
Do research, people.
And I'll even, oh, there it is on the screen. I want you people to look into things a lot clearer and a lot deeper. Because I'm telling you, this guy is no good. He was kicked out of Boston Children's Hospital for a fucking reason. Because the parents don't feel safe with him being there. Now, and by the way, Boston Children's Hospital, if you're watching this, I don't care if you're an employee or the CEO or whatever, if you have any connection with Boston Children's Hospital, that was the smartest thing you could have ever done.
Yep. And I tip my hat to him.
Yep. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely appalling that people will defend. They're in defense of atrocities. It just irritates me to the point where I want to grab people by the throat. I want to just listen, look at this shit. Pay attention. I don't care what he did for you. He's a fucking leeching-ass motherfucker. And you defend it. Why? Ugh. Anyway. Done.
We'll talk about Elwoods.
Yeah, why don't we talk about Heidi and Elwoods up there? I had a lot of fun yesterday.
That was a nice trip and a nice visit.
We did go through Midland, but we went on the east side of Midland. Because when we went through Midland yesterday, we went up Waldo Road. For those of you familiar with Midland, it looked as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, there was traffic on US 10. Not a lot of traffic, but there was traffic. What I'm guessing is that they might be making people exit off and go through the city in areas where, I don't know if it's still flooded in Midland. I haven't watched the news. But we were on the east side of Midland, and they were evacuating the west side of Midland. So, I don't know.
Probably the west side, that it was bad.
Yeah, Eastman, in the area of Eastman Avenue, and 20, M20 goes through Midland, takes you out to Mount Pleasant, Big Rapids, and so on and so forth. But we passed through Midland yesterday. It seemed as if nothing happened.
Nice ride.
It was a nice ride. I enjoyed it. And I did a road list in my journal, which I haven't done one of those.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and it felt great. Felt really great. Getting back to my old roots.
Yeah.
It was nice. I feel a sneeze coming.
Nice conversations on the way out and everything. And nice conversations. And
Someone's going to screenshot this. They're going to pause this video and they're going to take a picture of it. And Jared Fuller looks ridiculous when he's getting ready to sneeze. Whatever floats your boat, man.
At least it didn't sneeze.
But I can feel it coming.
Right.
Send us the funniest video.
Um,
Make 10,000.
Yeah. Can somebody get me a Kleenex or a paper towel or toilet paper or anything? Because when I sneeze, I'm going to have to wipe my nose here. But it was a nice ride.
You don't want to get the corona. Talk to that person on the...
Yeah,
See
Corona.
that? Oh, that guy's got a beard. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But it was a nice time up at Heidi and Elwood's yesterday. Elwood's sister, Stacy, had showed up with her daughter, Kelly. She's 16 already. I didn't think she was 16. And it's like, wow, I haven't seen you since you were a little girl, you know. It's been a long time. And it was a nice day. You know, Heidi cooked food. She got home from work around, I think it was 3 o'clock. She cooked food.
I helped him with wood.
Dad helped Elwood cut wood. And went for a ride on the side-by-side that Elwood has. And it was a lot of fun. I didn't go I didn't go for a ride on the side-by-side, but I stayed like around the house, and I stayed in the shade because it was kind of sunny, and it was, you know, my hands were swelling up a little bit, photosensitivity flare up. So I stayed in the shade, or I stayed inside the air-conditioned house. And
My tire. Thank you, Elwood.
yeah, thanks Elwood for helping Dad with his tire. Want to talk for a minute while I blow my nose?
Yeah, everybody was having fun up there. I went for a ride on side-by-side with Elwood, and then I drove Heidi's quad runner that you shift by your hand, or your thumb. Hit first gear, and I hit second because you got to shift, and you got to cross, you had to shift, and when I did the front end come up, I'm like, whoa! Elwood, he kind of laughs about it, and Heidi, I said, well, this got some power. It's all four-wheel drive. He's got a nice one.
I would have went,
They got a nice one up there.
but I figured you and him needed some time.
Oh, yeah. We had a good time going up.
And I figured
We
you
talked
and
on
I...
the way up. We looked at things, and
Yeah,
it was fun.
when we do that, I figure you will take me somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, and get me out also.
Boy. Allergy season's in full swing, you guys. Because it goes from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold, and
Sinuses.
yeah. It's not the COVID-19.
No, it's the F-U-L-L-E-R, sinus trouble.
Yeah.
No, you guys have it where your sinuses run.
Ours drained, yeah.
Yeah, mine drains.
You
And
like me and not have it drain, and it just clogs.
Yeah.
You can't fucking breathe through your nose. It's like,
yeah, it sucks.
I can always take the air compressor, put it in your butt, and then shoot the air up at you and blow your nose right out. Blow your snot right out your nose.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have noticed I've had to take my allergy medicine quite a bit lately.
oh.
Right.
But it was a fun day yesterday. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I kind of I was starting to walk down the road a little bit and kind of look around and, you know, take in the sights and sounds of nature because I love nature. And it was fun. I'm waiting for Billy's to open up out in Clio again. I really miss Dan Richards.
Yeah.
Um,
Talking to him.
and I told him, I said, when they open back up again and you have the Monday flashback out there, I'm going to buy you a shot of Fireball, and I'll buy a shot, and I'll down a shot with you. He says, sounds good to me, buddy. I said, drinks are on me, pal. So, I guess he's been out there for quite a long time. He used to go to another bar. I think it was in Grand Blanc or Davison or somewhere, and he used to do the Monday flashback, but then he started coming to Billy's, and
Then he was supposed to move, wasn't he, Jared?
he moved, yeah. He did move. Him and his lovely wife, Georgianne, love him dearly.
She's cool.
She is like the sweetest gal ever. She says, she always smiles and says hello. Sometimes she'll greet me with a hug. Sometimes she'll just wave and say, hey, Jared, how you doing? I'm known by a lot of people in radio and television, and well, local TV, I guess I would say, but I don't know. This situation with the COVID is really getting to people. It's getting to me. I'm feeling it. I think we're all feeling it at some degree. But that's what has to be done if we want to get through this. But this is, and I talked about this last week, is Governor Whitmer extended our stay, or should I say safer at home. Oh, bullshit, give me a break. Safer at home order until June 12th, but yet she reopened northern lower Michigan so she could go up north because her daughter's graduating. Fuck that. I'm going. And that's for you. I'm going. I'm getting out of the house. And I did yesterday. Fuck this safer at home bullshit. If it's okay for the governor to leave, it should be okay for everybody to leave.
They opened the bars up there so they could drink, but yet they won't open up none down here.
It's bullshit.
Our Secretary of States are still closed until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta have an appointment.
Yep. And like Joe
It's
said,
bullshit.
they're already booked for the 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be open.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
And to you people who think, oh, Jared just doesn't care about other people, yes, I fucking do. But how is it okay for the governor? She's telling everybody else to stay at home, but it's okay for her to leave, to venture out. No, sorry. And if I get pulled over, or if Dad gets pulled over because we're out and about, then we'll challenge it. Because if it's okay for governor, it should be okay for everybody.
The thing is too, Jared, this is what gets me is the president went to the car
Yeah,
plant.
Trump was
He
here.
never used a mask, but everybody else wore a mask, but he didn't.
Yeah, Trump was
What
in.
was up with that? That's some stupid shit right there.
Trump was in Michigan last week, down at the Rawsonville Ford plant down in Ypsilanti, and that's where they make the ventilators and stuff like that. And like Dad pointed out, he didn't wear a mask. Everybody else had to, except for him. What makes him? It's the narcissistic personality disorder.
Yep.
I don't want to get too political, but Trump is a narcissist. No wonder he loves social media, because he thinks the world revolves around him, much like everybody else on social media. They think it's about them.
Now we're still waiting on Senate and
I'm on a roll this week.
Trump to sign the bill for the stupid stimulus check, second stimulus check. Granholm, she's already...
Not Granholm.
Whitmer
Whitmer.
has already okayed it.
Granholm was our former governor before Snyder, I think. It was Granholm, Snyder, then now Whitmer, or as I call Nitwit. I'm frustrated with the world. I feel it inside too. There's something going on. I've been feeling it for the past week, where I just feel like I'm not good enough, and
Someone also has been isolating.
yeah, I've been in my bedroom, and or I just go for walks up and down the road. I'm going through my own shit too, but I'm not going to put it on everybody else. But the way people are in this world, they're the reason why I get so depressed. It's the reason why I stress so much, because I'm not trying to put on a facade. I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm not using YouTube as a way to better my image. Whatever image that's supposed to be, I don't know, and I really don't fucking care. I don't care about an image. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And when I do something right to help somebody, I'm not doing it to look good. That's the people on Facebook. They have their stupid little societies and their stupid little clubs, the little boys clubs for fucking grown-ass adults, which is embarrassing. I had another heated conversation about, well, you're talking about my friend and blah, blah, blah. He needs his ego stroked. Yes, he fucking does need his ego stroked. Who needs to have their own special little club that they're in charge, and they want to lead the way. They want to lead a group. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't follow, and I don't even lead. I'm neither. I only do what I think is right in my heart by helping other people. I don't expect anything in return. And I know I'm appreciated for what I do, by the way. It's nice to hear it once in a while, but that's another story. I don't need accolades for helping somebody. I'm not going to come here on YouTube and say, look what I did. You know, these people just think I'm so wonderful. Aren't I so cool? Because I can go and help somebody, and I'm going to get it on film. Because I care more about living for the moment instead of living in the moment. And that's what people lose sight of. And I'm sure as fuck not Milk Tyson. Because he can sit there and play down to your emotions all day, every day on Facebook. But he will never know. If you are a parent of a warrior, or if you are a cancer warrior yourself, childhood cancer survivor, or what have you, he will never know what we go through or what we've had to go through. And you buy right into the bullshit. And I've had lots of heated discussions with people who, you know, well, you're striking down my initiative. Yeah, because your initiative is bullshit. You're doing this for you and fuck everybody else. When I do something to help somebody else, I'm doing it for them. I'm not doing it for, you know what? Okay, maybe I am doing it for me, but that's internally. I'm doing this for my heart and my mind. I'm not doing this externally, putting it all over Facebook so I can get my praise and my ego stroked and my accolades from strangers that I don't even know.
But you know, really gets to you, Jared, is if you help someone and they say, well, you didn't have to do that. Well, we know we didn't have to do it. We wanted to.
Yep.
We like helping people, and we're glad that we could help you.
Yep.
Well, you didn't have to. You know, I know we didn't have to.
I didn't have to.
So,
I didn't have
and
to.
then they do say,
I wanted to.
Very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all you need.
Yep.
And if you don't, it's still just to see a smile on the face.
Because
That's what does it.
Because here's the thing. They didn't have the resources. And if I have the resources to offer, to extend a helping hand, I'm doing it. And I can do it and be on my way. I'm not going to come on here in my Sunday video and say, I'm so beautiful, I'm so wonderful because I helped random person X, I gave them money, or I stopped and helped them on the side of the road. You don't need to see the good news to know that good things are happening in the world. You know that the good news, or you know that the news that you watch on television, right? You know it's bad. Because if it bleeds, it leads. So you're not going to find good news in the world on television. Why don't you take it upon yourself to be the good news? Why don't you be the person who goes out into the world, stop waiting to see something on the internet or on television. Why don't you go out and be a positive change for somebody else? That's what I'm saying. You don't have to put it on Facebook. You don't have to put it on the news. You yourself go out there and do something. Today, tomorrow, any day. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how big or how small the gesture. Just get up and go do it.
Just like if people,
And take pride.
And if people hear you, Jared, if somebody comes up to you and they say, well, we heard you help this person out today.
Yeah.
That was very nice of you guys. Or very
Yeah.
nice of you. Well, thank you. You know, we did it because we want to help people.
I'm always...
Anything we can do for you.
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're good. How
Yeah.
about you guys? Need anything or help? No, we're good. Thank you very much. Like our neighbors. Well, if there's anything we can do for you,
Yep.
let us know. We don't ask them. We don't ask nobody for nothing.
I don't ask for anything.
We don't ask for no help on anything.
Nope. So even if I do need help, you're never going to know. Because I'm not going to tell you. Maybe that's my pride. But, you know, I don't ask for anything. I don't want to be a burden on somebody else.
But if we can help people out, then that's what we'll do.
And I sure as hell, I'm not doing it for the praise, helping people. I'm not doing it for the attention. I'm not doing it. When I help somebody, I'm not looking at them as, oh, there's my meal ticket. That's my golden ticket for fame and to make myself look good. No, I help people in secret.
Just like the donations for like Sanford and Midland.
Yeah.
You know, there's people helping everybody in that town.
Sanford and Midland.
Yeah, we'll help you. You know.
Yeah.
We'll help you clean up or help you get stuff or whatever. You know. We do it because we want to help people.
Yeah, and this world is falling apart more and more and more every day, and
World War III going on.
The thing is there's people like, and we're talking about praise and everything. Everybody needs masks for the COVID situation. That seems to be a thing now for narcissists on Facebook. They want to sit there, oh, well, everybody needs masks. I'm wearing a mask. You need a mask. You need a mask. I'll get a mask. Hey, come to me. Come to me because I'm so perfect. I'm so amazing. I have masks for you. People because masks are in such high demand right now. And that's where attention whores, attention seekers, that's what they use. They use them. They look at the most vulnerable of positions and they use that to make their image on social media look masculine, to give it some muscle. Not me. Again, I help people. I do it in secret. I don't explain how I help the person. I don't give names of people I help. It's all in secret. I don't take credit for it. They know who I am and they know how I help them, and that's all that matters. The whole world doesn't need to know. And again, which brings me back to the point I made earlier, people on social media, as far as I can tell, they love to preach loyalty and integrity, and yet they lack both. Because integrity means that you help somebody even if without the world knowing, and loyalty means that no matter what, it doesn't matter what the situation is, you help them. Loyalty means that you can help what it means is that you're truthful, you're loyal to your friends or whatever, but it also means that you can help somebody without strings attached. And that's what I do. Yeah. You people watching this, and you're probably getting pissed and aggravated and irritated by listening to me like fingernails on a chalkboard. Good, because it's got your attention. Maybe you could learn something from someone who actually understands what loyalty and integrity is. Ever think of that? Learn something. And by the way, this is something else too. This really kind of hits a high note with me too. I'm full of energy this week. A nonprofit organization is a nonprofit organization. The CEO is just the CEO of the nonprofit organization. When someone comes to me and says, oh, Mel Tyson helped me with this, that, and the other. No, he didn't. The nonprofit organization did. The people who are donating money into that organization helped you. If you tell me that Mel Tyson helped you, that would be saying that he took money out of his own pocket and handed it to you. He didn't do shit for you. The nonprofit organization of which he is the CEO of, the nonprofit organization did it. When I say I help people, I really am helping people because it's coming out of my pocket. I don't have a nonprofit organization. I just have a heart. That's it.
All it takes is a heart.
And I can feel the sneeze coming. Ugh. I knew it was coming, damn it. I knew it. Better. But guys, that's how it is. You can tell me all day long that Milk Tyson helped you or Random Person X helped you and Random Person X does. Oh, he's so wonderful. He's got this nonprofit organization. Yeah. He may be the CEO of the nonprofit organization, but he himself, he solicits money from the public.
What is his name, dude?
Milk Tyson.
You know why they call him Milk?
Because he's not Mike.
Milking everybody for money and everything else that he can get from people, from the vulnerable people and the children.
You got it.
That's the problem.
He's a milker. And
Tyson, think about it.
And the women and all the volunteers of Fighting All Monsters are the milkmaids.
Milk Tyson. There you go. Think about that name.
His real name's not even Milk. That's a facade name.
Okay.
That's his rapper name. What the fuck kind of a name is Milk?
Milk, and he's milking everybody for what he can get.
Milking it for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Good name there, Edward Porter. That should be every con artist's name, Milk.
Yeah.
Because you milk it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Fucking loser. But anyway.
Yeah, it just keeps bringing you back to that subject.
Oh, I'm glad he mentioned it, because I wouldn't have ever thought of that.
Milk Tyson. Think about that name, people. Think about it in your mind. Milk. He's taking everything he can from the vulnerable people, the kids.
People who are vulnerable and gullible.
Exactly.
He's a vanity vulture.
That's where the milk came in.
There's a lot of people out there who found out the truth about him. I'm not going to take credit by saying that they watch my videos. I'm not taking credit for that. These people find out on their own. And, you know, I don't get people. I really don't. A lot of my friends are defending him. And it's sickening to know that these people defend predatory types.
Well, when they come up broke, then they're going to know.
And it's not just coming up broke, Dad. It's they brainwash. Milk Tyson brainwashes people.
Yeah.
He gets people thinking that he is such a wonderful person because he can give them money, like some kind of a cover-up, right? But the evidence of his background, his wrongdoing, is already out there. And it's undeniable evidence. You know, they could very well say that about me. Well, Jared helps people just to cover something up.
No.
You haven't demonstrated what it is I'm trying to cover up. That's the difference between me and douchebag.
We don't cover nothing up.
I got nothing to hide.
Nope.
So how's that? But anyway, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with the world. I'm fed up with people. And I isolate for a reason. I isolate for a reason because
We all do for a reason.
there's only so much I can take. And I'm tired of being treated like I'm just nothing because I'm not doing what Milk Tyson's doing or what other people are doing. You know what? I'm glad I'm not a fucking fraud and a con artist. I'm glad I'm not an attention-seeking loser. I'm glad I'm not someone who needs a childhood cancer cult or a special interest group because I need to have my ego stroked at every whim. Oh, join my group and you'll get this sacred this and sacred that. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Oh, Jared's jealous. Jared's speaking. No, I'm not jealous. I'm content.
Of what?
But yeah, of what? What do I have to be jealous of? The only thing that really gets me angry and frustrated is that honest people who do things for the sake of doing it, and they're not doing it for the sake of looking good, we're the ones who get treated like shit. People on Facebook and Twitter or whatever social media platform they can use, they can really make themselves look good at any and all costs, and it doesn't matter who they take advantage of. Me, I don't take advantage of anybody. I don't.
Even you paid for all your trips to go meet people.
Yeah, I don't solicit money from people. And you know, I'm glad you brought that up too, Amy, because why is it if this guy, this Mike Tyson guy, he calls himself a rapper, why is it that he depends on the public to donate to his nonprofit organization if, in fact, when you're a rapper, you're a recording artist, you should be making mad money? Why can't you fucking travel on your own dime that you earn from selling albums, from like promotions and all that shit? Why is it that you can't travel on money that you've earned? You talk so much about work ethic.
Good. I would like one of his albums.
You're a hustler.
I would like one of his CDs.
Mike Tyson, you're a hustler.
I want one of his CDs if he thinks he's that good. I want to see something with his name on it and logo.
You're no Eminem, dude. You're not Eminem. You'll never be Eminem.
Right.
And you think you're the shit because you could get the kids on the Ellen Show. Please. Please. Give me a break. You ain't changing shit. And all my friends who are so convinced, and they're so gullible to think that, oh, well, he's changing the world, Jared. He's doing a lot for childhood cancer. He ain't doing shit for nobody but for himself. Because he's trying to get worldwide fame and publicity by using people's kids and by preying on the weak and the vulnerable. And I pointed out just a few minutes ago, I have lots of friends in television and radio. Do you know how incredibly easy it would be for me to put myself in a spotlight? That I can help people just to be seen on the news? Do you know how easy that would be for me? Because I have connections with people who are in television and radio. Do you know how easy it would be for me to have local television stations turn my story over to national news organizations? Do you know how easy that would be for me to do that? Now, why haven't I done it?
Don't want to.
I have YouTube. Shouldn't that be good enough?
You would think.
But here's the thing. I'm not using YouTube to gloat and pride myself on who I help and how I help them. But I will tell you, yes, I do help people, but I don't need to get into the specifics and the details. Because I don't think I'm that important enough to where everybody's got to know what Jared Fuller does, or what Jared Fuller thinks, or what Jared Fuller is doing with his life. Some people are just, they don't know what to do with themselves. Yes, I get depressed about a lot of things. That doesn't mean that I don't know what to do with myself. It means that depression to me is evidence that I give a fuck. And I can't get people to understand what's going on. Depression is evidence that I care. And there's people out there, my friends, who don't care. They cannot see the forest for the trees. And to me, that's alarming. That raises a lot of red flags. I don't know how people can be okay with sexual predators coming around their kids, openly admitting sexually harassing someone, getting kicked out of a homeless shelter. I don't know how any of that, in any way, why would a recording artist be in a homeless shelter? You should be living in a fucking house if you're a recording artist. What are you doing in a homeless shelter?
You got money up the ass.
I mean, you're a drug dealer, aren't you? Weren't you a drug dealer? That's why they ran your sorry ass out of Hollywood? Right. Gotcha. Now you're just leeching off the backs of people who don't know any better. Gotcha. I gotcha. I hear you loud and clear. And I ask myself, do I really need to be a piece of shit to get people to love me and care about me? No. I'm honest. I'm honest about who I am, what I say I do, and what I do. And you got something to say?
No, I'm just listening to you.
I'm fed up. I can't take this shit anymore. You people need to understand what's going on. You know, I would give the shirt off my back for anybody. Anybody, anywhere, anytime, any day. I've fed people. I've done a lot for a lot of people. I don't want to really get into specifics because it's nobody's business, but I've fed people. I've paid light bills for people. I put food in people's homes. I put groceries in people's houses.
Yep.
I've done a lot.
And we don't ask for nothing back.
I don't ask for anything in return, and I don't get on social media and brag about the kind of person I am because I'm feeling insecure about myself. Now, if you want to get people to donate to your nonprofit organization, okay, cool. I have nothing against people who help somebody else. I'm not shunning helping anybody. And if that's the impression that you're getting from me, please reject the notion. I'm not shunning or ridiculing helping somebody. But when you put it on Facebook, and because I know Milk Tyson, the nature of a con artist, I know what he's up to. When people are doing this, or when they think that they need to start a group, a sacred group, it tells me a lot about who they are. That's narcissism at its finest. It's all about me. That's the image that they give. It's all about me. Everything I do is perfect. I am a god to these people. They put me on a pedestal. I am the shepherd. They are my sheep. They obey and they follow. And because I don't treat my friends that way, I don't follow, I don't lead, I treat my friends as equals, I have the audacity and the capacity to say, I'm not better than you and you're not better than me. We are brothers and sisters in this world. Let's help. Let's do what we can to help each other and try to make this world a better place. I don't need to get on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, Instagram, whatever, or even YouTube to make myself look good at the expense of somebody else. I want you people to think about this because it's really got me ticked off and it's got me irritated. The Milk Tysons of the world need to fucking go away. They can still hear you even if you whisper, so.
Well, I'm going to run over Jay's so I can get the air compressor so I can pump up tires on lawnmowers and the Jerry's van.
But anyway, I've really talked a lot this week, and I really am sorry for those of you who, actually, no, I'm not sorry.
For me, Raven?
I'm not sorry. I'm tired of being apologetic for speaking my mind and telling it like it is. I'm not sorry anymore. I'm out of fucks to give, and I'm done apologizing.
Okay.
And I hope this video gets shared
It will.
across social media. I hope so.
Jared, I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, Dad. Love you.
Love you too. Bye, people.
But I'm unapologetic. I'm out of fucks to give. I can't do it anymore. You know? Chivalry has gone out the window. Decency has gone out the window because people they can't do things for the sake of doing them. They got to do things for the sake of looking good. And I care more about feeling good than I care about looking good. I want you people to think about that. Not just today, not tomorrow, not this week, month, whatever. Think about it for the rest of your fucking life. Help people and just be done. Just go on with your day. Don't worry about looking good. And I understand inspiration and trying to set a good example. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Intuitively, there is no confusion about what's good and what's bad. There is none. Good will always be good. Bad will always be bad. You get the Mike Tysons in the world who trick fuck you into thinking that they're good when in fact they're not good, and you're just going to defend it. He's conned you people, he's brainwashed you people into thinking that he never does wrong. And he has done wrong. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect.
Yes, me, he's mentally sick.
Yeah. She nailed it. He's mentally, he knows how to play people.
Yep.
I'm not perfect by any stretch. I am the most imperfect motherfucker you're ever going to meet in your life. But when I tell my friends I love them, I'm honest about loving my friends.
You know,
no regrets.
sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting at all.
But, you know, I've got my own mental issues.
Yeah.
But I do not take that to my advantage by saying I'm willing to help anybody.
Yeah. You're not trying to make yourself look good,
Right.
priding yourself because, oh, I have a mental problem, but come to me because I'm going to save you and I'm just so awesome. That's not what it is.
I'm not like your friends, and my friends are not exactly like your friends, but your friends have this habit of blocking you.
Then they're not my friends.
Because of some idiot.
Yeah. Then they're not my friends.
Where my friends are willing to accept and get a hold of me and want to talk to me about their issues.
Then they're not my friends if they're going to block me.
Right.
But the thing is, too, and like you said, you're not praising yourself. You're not saying, well, you know what? I'm so better than everybody. I want all the attention for myself. I want to make me look good.
I already told my doctor I feel like I need to go in due to this quarantine, but like I told him, you know what? I can manage on my own and not have to go into the hospital setting or a crisis home setting.
Yeah.
I've got enough knowledge underneath my belt from 2002 to present.
Yeah.
Where they're telling me to go to college and become a
A psychiatrist.
Yeah. You know,
Or a psychiatric doctor.
my issue there is I don't have the ability.
Yeah. Well, it's just like.
And the knowledge to try to take a class on it.
It's like people. I've had friends bring this up to me about. Because I'm very knowledgeable about childhood cancer, and they tell me that I should start publicly speaking, getting on stages, speaking at forums, and going to auditoriums, and speaking to audiences, speaking to crowds, and I could, but
where would it get you?
I'm not doing it to look good.
Yeah.
That's just not me. Now, why do I do these Sunday video updates? Not to look good. To let people know that, my friends at least, it was initially to let my friends know how I'm doing, being away from social media. I'm doing fine, other than I'm sick and tired of dealing with people's bullshit. That's the point of me doing the Sunday video updates. And because I know, whether you love me or hate me, you're watching this, and I'm getting all of your attention. You know? I don't have to do anything but sit here and talk. And you people, whether you love me or hate me, I'm leaning more towards the ones who hate me. They hate me so much that they have to know what I'm saying so they have something to use against me.
You hit that right on the nose, Jared.
And the ones who love me, they actually
want to be there for you.
they want to know how I'm doing.
Yep.
but to be honest with you, how I'm doing, I feel depression creeping in again.
I've noticed it too. With just your actions. That's why when Dad and I went to do the auto parts store, I come right out. Well, we got to Dollar General, and I read your post the other day on Facebook.
Yeah.
I came out and I says, "Hon, I think you need to sit here for a minute and read this."
I'm just tired.
We read it, and then that's when we discussed you and him going up to your cousin's house.
I'm just tired.
Just to get you out.
I'm just tired. I'm fed up.
This coronavirus also is killing everybody.
I'm sick of...
Driving everybody nuts.
I'm just sick of dishonest people being held up as saints. I'm sick of dishonest people being treated like they're
Better than
some gift to the world. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people who can't put two and two together. They can't work this shit out in their own head, and they can't think about things for a minute. I don't want people to look at this or listen to this thinking, well, this is just hate from Jared Fuller. It's not hate. It's frustration. Because there's people who are master manipulators. Master manipulators. They engage in this form of chicanery, which means that they trick fuck people into thinking that they're good when they're not. That's what I'm sick of. I'm tired of my friends being manipulated and brainwashed, and then they will willingly defend. They will put everything they have on the line for someone who is dishonest. And that shit it drives me absolutely crazy.
Have these parents met this
Many
Tyson?
of them have. They've let him in. They've let him into his house, into their house.
I won't touch that.
Now I've been to a lot of people's houses, but they get to know me first, and I always tell them, if there's anything you want to know, ask me, and I will tell you. Don't get the information from somebody else, whatever information there is. I have never, again, I've never been in jail, never been in prison. I don't have any outstanding warrants or tickets that I haven't paid. I've never been in handcuffs. I've never been in juvie when I was a teenager. I have never in my life been under investigation for anything. I have never in my life had a warrant for my arrest. Never. So, come at me. I dare you.
The only thing I think you've been pulled over for was back when they thought that you had all that.
It was what she's talking about. According to a Saginaw sheriff, which by the way is a rookie, I didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign. And she's on the phone right now.
You can barely hear me. Is that better?
But anyway, what she's referring to is I didn't come to a complete stop at the stop sign, and I got pulled over for that. But he did. I was let go of the warning. He made me get out of my car. He frisked me. He made me. You know, well, I'm not going to find any grenades or dead bodies in the trunk of your car, right? He was just being a pedantic asshole. And at that time, not knowing my rights, I played along with it because I didn't want to, exacerbate a problem or to make an issue worse. So I just played along and did what he asked me to do. Well, now that I know my rights and I'm very learned in the law and I know what my rights are, that's not going to happen twice. So even at the height of all this going on with this George Floyd situation, and I don't want to make light of a delicate situation, but there's going to be a moment where I'm going to start filming cops in Chesaning. I want to hold these people accountable for who and what they are. And I want to make sure that they know what my rights are. I want to make sure that they are upholding the oath that they had taken to the Constitution. And that's going to be the end of that. What?
Now I gotta call Dad.
What's up?
My brother's coming back out.
Well, I got to get going anyway. I've been here for an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. So I'm going to do my signing off now. Amy, any final words?
Peace out, be safe. Don't let anyone con you.
I'll take that.
Hey, just calling to let you know my brother's on his way here. My brother is on his way here with the air pump and everything
So we're going to have some people here.
to deal with the stuff here.
And I'll be back in my room. Isolating.
Okay, that's why I was calling you, because I don't want him being here without you. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
All right. And I'm going to offer some final words before I wrap this up. Friends, I love you. I always have. People who are against me, there might be a tiny little speck of a spark in my heart that actually still loves you too. You just don't see it. And I have always been honest with you. I've always been open with you. I've never in my life done anything that would purposely, the things I've been accused of. I would never do the things that they have said I've done. Now, if someone wrongs me, I try to find out why they've wronged me, because if I've done something wrong, I would like to know so I can learn and grow from that and move on and do better next time. But I'm not a mind reader. The silent treatment does nothing for nobody because there's no communication. Nobody wants to talk about problems. They figure, I don't want to discuss it. It's easier to just not engage with people that you have issues with. That gets us nowhere. Gets us nowhere. You have to talk. You have to talk out problems. You have to discuss things. You have to find a common ground, and you have to say, okay, I can meet you here if you meet me here. We can meet halfway somewhere. We don't have to agree on everything, but we can still get along. That's all. That's it. Now, if I'm doing something wrong and I don't know what it is I've done wrong, if I think I've done something right, I want to know why you're treating me the way you are. I'm a human being. I'm not going to just put up with this. I'm not going to put up with this repugnant bullshit where, okay, you can treat me like shit, but I'm not allowed to know why you're treating me like shit. That is absolute garbage. If someone's treating me like shit, I want to know why. If I treat somebody else like shit, they would want to know why too. I've spent a good bulk of this video talking about Milk Tyson because I have a reason to talk about Milk Tyson. Being a leeching con artist and a predator. He admitted to this, guys. There's evidence for this. He admitted. And by the way, I have a sound clip from the podcast where he admitted that he got kicked out of a homeless shelter. Like he was all happy and it was all just a joke. It was all fun and games. Then he went on to say that he... Yeah. Then he went on to say that he makes young girls buy naked pictures of themselves back from him. I've got it on in a recording. And then he talks about fucking whores and all this other bullshit. Is this the kind of guy that you want to be an ambassador or an advocate for your children? It cannot be the case. You people have to wake up. You may very well potentially look at this as, you know what, I don't want to bite the hand that fed me. Well, you know what, sometimes that's the way it's got to be. Because sometimes the hand that feeds you is not always a clean hand. You people need to know what's going on. You need to stop defending atrocities. And I did mention the Catholic Church and the people who defend Catholic Church and the Catholic priests. It's no different. You are without excuse. There's no reason why you should defend disgusting people. Knowingly disgusting people.
It's not just the Catholics anymore. It's all churches
Yeah.
you can't trust.
Yeah. Because the clergymen are pervs.
Well, I was going to this one church.
Yeah, we'll try to make this quick.
Yeah. And the pastor of that church asked me why I wasn't coming to church.
Yeah.
I says, I don't have any clean clothes. You know what he said to me in response? We don't care. You can come to church in your birthday suit if you want.
Come to
We'll
church
still
naked.
accept you.
Yeah. But not to take focus off of the Milt Tyson situation, but I was just using the church as an example.
Yeah.
They secretly they try to hide the crime, or they try to hide things to keep an image. It's no different from Milt Tyson. You people are trying to subjugate the evidence of his wrongdoings. And you people who come to me and say, oh, but he's a changed person, he's not the same person. Sorry, a predator will always be a fucking predator. Once a predator, always a predator. That's it. End of discussion. And I'm sick of people who are dishonest and they defend atrocities. Friends or no friends, it's disgusting. You people need to start changing your ways of thinking. Don't do it because I told you to. Do it because you're considering it on your own. You're going by evidence. And if I've done something wrong, I would like to have a discussion. Not an argument, a discussion. A friendly discussion. I encourage people to email me. But if you're not interested in having a discussion, then don't reach out to me. Because the way I am right now, I'm in no mood, and I'm liable to tell you to go fuck yourself.
More or less, he's liable to snap at you. And not meaning to, but...
Well, I'll have every intention of snapping at somebody if they're going to come at me saying that I'm this and I'm that without providing proof and then shirking off evidence. I'm going to tell you to go fuck off. And then that'll be the end. Because I'm only interested in honest conversations. I'm only interested in honest conversation, open dialogue. And that's it. So, with this being the last Sunday of the month of May, I will see you next week. Which would probably be, the 7th or the 8th? I don't know. I haven't checked the calendar.
Give me a sec.
Oh, Amy's going to check the calendar on her phone. I've been here for a long time. One of the longest.
Take forever to upload.
Yeah, I've been here for quite a long time.
Oh, I got a call coming in, so.
It's got to be okay. Well, tomorrow's the 1st.
He was in Oakley.
Tuesday. Let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be the 7th.
Okay, honey. Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. I'm out. I love you all. Please don't think I'm being mean or just a grouch, or I'm being a bully. I'm not bullying anybody. I'm trying to get people to understand what's going on. And if my anger and frustration comes off as me being a bully, I'm sorry you take it that way, but you need to know what the fuck is going on. And that's it. Much love to all of you. I will see you next week. Have a good week. Treat each other nicely. Don't, make every cop in the world out to be a bad cop. They're not all bad. There's good people out there. You just got to find them. Much love and peace. Have a good one, guys.